this being sponsorships.
So is that the same red light that you tell the women when it's on, the camera's actually off?
No, I don't like to release those kind of secrets.
Oh, kayfabe, sorry.
Kayfabe is already broken anyway. Do we really hang out after the shows? Not really.
Oh no, here we go, it's time for the Sleaze show. You never know what he's gonna do or say. Time to sell, ring a bell, we're all going straight to hell. It ain't easy being sleazy. Come on, baby, are you ready for this? Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, baby, are you ready for hell? Welcome to the Sleaze show.
You're the first guest on the Sleaze show. A lot of entertaining stuff tonight in your match. So, anything good that happened in your match? Anything bad?
The bad is I had to be in there with Killjoy and Bradford over there, but
That was pretty decent.
well, it was actually, I've been concentrating on, battling Hex for now, and, since he apparently didn't have the balls to show up this week.
Let's see. You won an award recently.
Yes.
This is actually going to go into one of the questions that I got asked from a fan. I can't say their name because they don't want me to say their name. But what does winning the CIW Heavyweight of the Year mean to you?
Well, I don't think in this age of cookie cutter, Gap model, trunk wearing, everybody thinks that indie wrestlers, professional wrestlers need to be a certain type, and a lot of us big guys, we get people think of us as sideshow freaks, people ways to make fans cheer by just stumbling around and clubbing on people. For the longest time, big men ruled the world of wrestling. Harvey Race, Dusty Rhodes, Yokozuna, Big John Studd, even as far back as Haystacks Calhoun. We were what people came to see, and we were the reason why people paid the big bucks to come see us. And I believe that now, finally, the big men are starting to get respect. And to win Heavyweight of the Year is actually, my first time nominated for an award, and I like to say I have a lot of respect for this business. I may not be the, quintessential idea of what a professional wrestler should be like, but I guess somebody likes me.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it July of 13th of next year will be 7 years.
7 years. Let's see, that was question 1. Question 2 comes from AJ Immortality Myers. He asked, how did you like your title run in XWW, and will they ever see you again in XWW?
I don't know what's going on with XWW. I am the longest reigning heavyweight champion for XWW, and I'll tell you what, that year and a half of holding that title probably took about a good 2 or 3 years off my life. My battles with Dreams, Huffman, Sephiroth, Eric Adams. It was fun. I got to work with a lot of awesome people that I used to watch. Matt Hardy, Barbarian, Chris Hamrick, Stro. Big shout out to Stro. Love you, man. But hey, I had a lot of fun.
Come on back in here. Come on. Take it.
There's something here in my promo.
Go boy, down low.
No respect. No respect.
This is what happens when you do stuff in locker rooms.
I think they're going to play good ball.
Anything can happen in the world of wrestling.
Everybody say Lolo's only one of the left, but I think they're going to play good ball.
That's happening, but I'm going to edit this out, so. But, let's see, who is... I heard you were also up for another award, and I want to bring this to light on my show, because it's not been really brought to light. I heard in Georgia you are up for the worst wrestler of the year?
No. I was up for worst act. Now, this is the type of people I'm talking about. If you have any clue, if you even have an ounce of your head that's not stuck up your ass, this is not an act. This is a gimmick. I'm trying to keep it PG here. This is a gimmick, dumbass. not an act. You show your ignorance. I heard that the guy that puts on these awards is basically just a pissed off fan that people wouldn't pay attention in the crowd. So he decided to make an award show to get back at the people who he didn't like. I'll tell you what, whoever runs the award show on that website, I'll tell you what, come to one of my shows, get in my face, and tell me I'm the worst act. Because we'll see how well you act when I put my foot so far up your ass.
Well said, well said.
Landing on that.
Seeing that next next week is New Year's Eve, what is your New Year's resolution for wrestling for 2014?
Nothing but bigger and better. You know, I had a really good year, ended the year, heavyweight of the year. I mean, I've been a champion almost at every place I've wrestled at. Got to meet a lot of good guys in the locker room, worked for a lot of good promoters, and you know, just for bigger and better, I'd like to actually travel to some different states, hey, maybe out of the country, you know. I go to Japan and take some of those vicious neck bumps if those guys can do it.
I can see that. I can see that happening. Kenta, he's calling you out.
Japan's gonna have a lot of hernias.
Let's see. Some indie workers right now that you actually really want to be in the ring with that you've never been in the ring with before.
Well, I actually got to one of them, Abel Adams. Awesome guy. Known him ever since I started. Also went to work him. I've had a chance to work him about 2 or 3 times now and had an awesome time every single time. Zach Salvation, I hate that he got injured, but that's another one I'd love to be in the ring with. And I'll tell you what, if I had to pick one of all time, unfortunately, there's no possible way that's going to happen. I would love to step in the ring, go toe-to-toe with Bam Bam Bigelow, because that's a man who I looked up to when I was a kid and had a lot of admiration for, and a man who I try to mirror myself after whenever I step in that ring.
Could we see a backflip from country coming up soon?
No.
Okay. He said Terry Houston can do it, but not this guy.
Yeah, I wear a singlet. Sorry.
Let's see, we had some roster members in here tonight. I just want to know what you think about it. Word association, maybe, after this one. Cameron Cave, what do you think about Cameron Cave? Gay. Cameron Cave is gay. We just got that.
Well, I mean, he has the tendencies. I mean, I think maybe if somebody would actually unlock that closet door, he might actually, hey!
Eric Bradford.
Zach Salvation Jr.
Salvation Jr. Let's do the duo of Rob Killjoy and Will Bennett. Who is the bigger star in that bunch?
I don't know if you would say star, I'd say glutton for punishment. I mean, they constantly, you would think those two are related with the way they beat the shit out of each other.
No, it's crazy. You would think they were related somehow. Joey Ford.
Awesome kid, awesome talent, takes an ass with him like a champ. Get that kid a tan though, and feed him something, please. For only 5 cents a day, you too can help this child. I mean, seriously.
And I think the one everybody wants to know, Doug Hawkins.
Doug Hawkins, all seriousness aside, I mean all jokes aside, sorry, not seriousness. But this is a Sleaze show.
Yeah, there's nothing serious about the Sleaze show.
There would not be a heavyweight of the year, there would not be a, multiple time champion, there would not be a big country in this part of the Carolinas without Doug Hawkins there. After all the indie places I try to go to get trained, and everybody wanted off. Money, brother, money, brother, money, brother, money. And, I just didn't have it. And I came to Action Pack Wrestling almost 7 years ago and met with Doug Hawkins, and he told me, he said, look, I'm not in this business to make money off guys. I want guys to be able to live their dream. So you pay your dues to me, and I won't take a dime from you, and I'll let you learn the trade. And if you can make it, you'll make it. If not, that's up to you. But, he's the reason why I'm here doing the show with you, why I've been the places I've been, I've wrestled the places I've wrestled, I've worked the guys that I've worked. And no matter what anybody thinks about the guy, you know, I have all the respect in the world for him because he loves his business just as much or more than anybody else. And he has no problem helping people achieve their dreams.
And just from my own play, Sleaze Thompson.
I'll tell you what, I met you a long time ago, and you know, you were probably the first ones when I would start working out on Lancaster that came up to me and actually talked to me in the locker room. You know, a real nice guy. There's some nasty shit sometimes. Hey, that's Mr. Sleaze for you, but you know, you have a lot of respect for this business. You have a lot of respect for your craft and what you do in that ring. And you take one of the most hellacious ass whoopings like a champ, I'll tell you what. For sure. You know, I don't get to call many people in this business my friends, but I don't consider you one.
Yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up. It's late at night. I got about an hour and a half drive home.